Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A pair of Detroit veterans pleading for help after they've reached their wits' end. Their basement completely flooded and ruined. Coming up, we'll take you inside their home. You can hear their plea for yourself.
Plus, we have big news tonight involving two major freeways in Metro Detroit. One is finally back open as a 16-mile stretch of another is set to close for the weekend.
But we begin tonight with the Local 4 defenders taking a deep dive into an issue that's too often has deadly consequences. Road rage is on the rise in Metro Detroit and across the country, leaving police with few answers into how to fight it. State police are out investigating another shooting on the freeway, the third in just the past 48 hours.
The latest happened overnight on I-75 in southwest Detroit, and it left a car riddled with bullets. No word yet from MSP on if road rage played a role in this one, but it is just one part of a major issue.
It's really important to have some perspective on just how bad this is, and this right here should do it. The defenders have been digging in, and this is a map of all the recent road rage shootings across Metro Detroit. At each and every one of those dots, a life was lost or changed forever. So we want to get insight into what's causing this and what can be done to stop it. Defender Sean Lay joins us live tonight. And Sean, you spoke with someone who was involved in a road rage incident just last night.
Just last night in West Bloomfield, his dad just trying to get home to his family, saying another driver was raging at him. And what we've been seeing, the other driver then took things to a dangerous level.
And then it got to a point when he got out of his car, I'm like, my goodness, I got to get out of here.
Vadim Brayman was on his way home on Orchard Lake in West Bloomfield last night when another driver blew up at him for simply merging in front of him. That driver taking his rage to a dangerous level.
You know, I've seen it in the last 2 weeks. There's a lot of aggression on the roads. There's a lot of upset people. I don't know what it is in the air, but it's definitely spreading.
And you're likely seeing it also, drivers losing it behind the wheel this morning. MSP investigating if this shot up van on I-75 is road rage, yet another highway shooting.
I mean, we can say it's every day. We've had a firefighter that was killed up in Troy on a roadway.
And we're keeping track of the incidents. 27 shootings on area highways this year. 13 were road rage from Romulus to Detroit to East Point. Why are more drivers raging?
So when this is happening on the highways, as we've been seeing recently, people are afraid and they're not using their reasoning.
Clinical psychologist Dr. Donna Rockwell makes the fascinating connection between road rage and biology. People cooped up due to COVID haven't been using their brains to make life and death decisions. They're reacting, not thinking.
So you have to think about what you want in the long run. You want to go home to your family. So you better do everything you can to make sure that's what happens.
Back here live along Telegraph Road. Look, we're back on the road, so the traffic is back. You likely see some sort of aggressive driving or road rage each and every day. Who's also seeing it? Insurance companies tracking road rage statistics from state to state so far. No impact on what you might pay, but if you engage and crash your car, they likely will not cover you. Guys, at 6 o'clock, we talked to an urban survival expert. He's got 3 simple things to remember if you become the target of road rage. Back to you.
Certainly so scary, Sean. I'm wondering, what are the findings about the reasons that people are getting so angry behind the wheel? What's setting people off?
The number one thing that keeps coming up is cutting people off. And then if the other driver engages the driver who's upset, bad things are going to happen.
Okay, we look forward to your report at 6, Sean. Thank you.
The CDC issues new guidance today for schools with a focus on returning to in-person learning in the fall. The agency says students and teachers who are fully vaccinated do not need to wear masks while inside. However, the CDC still recommends those who are unvaccinated continue to wear masks indoors. The CDC wants schools to still take measures to prevent the spread of COVID, like social distancing and testing, and also take steps to promote COVID-19 vaccinations for staff and students over the age of 12. The state Supreme Court denies a request to extend the deadline for new voting maps in Michigan.
The Michigan Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission asked for more time to draw the maps after a delay in census redistricting data. The current deadline for an initial proposal is September 17th, but the census information won't be ready until September 30th. The court acknowledged the commission is in a tough spot, but ruled there isn't a sufficient legal reason for it to preemptively extend the deadline.
As we turn to the forecast, boy, gorgeous outside, and for the first time in a little while, no threat of storms.
Right, and really, really low humidity, if any, out there. DTE says 48,000 customers are still without power, though, from Wednesday's storms. Let's get over to Andrew. He's in for Ben tonight with a peek at the weekend forecast, Andrew.
That's right, Kimberly and Jason, and can you believe it? Today's an excellent day with no storms, and we get a second day tomorrow. So count ourselves lucky, folks, and really lucky out there now with temperatures nicely in the 70s, lower humidity than earlier this week, so it is nice and comfortable. 72 right now for our friends in Sandusky, 68 degrees, same temperatures at 4 o'clock over in Port Huron, while it's 74 for our friends over in Mount Clemens, 72 to 74 degrees also south of I-94. In Monroe and Adrian, looking at partly to mostly sunny skies, absolutely gorgeous out there with 77 degrees over at the airport and heat index, also the dew points all at comfortable levels. Winds out of the north-northwest at around 5 miles per hour. A perfect evening to go out grilling on the back patio, right? 70s over the next couple of hours, cooler 60s by 11 p.m. and still drip dry. We'll talk more about Saturday and Sunday and your 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, Andrew. Simply put, they say their home is unlivable.
Larry and Regina Mahomes are both military veterans living on Detroit's Morningside neighborhood on the east side, an area hit especially hard by the floods that left their home full of raw sewage with walls still wet from the rain. And right now, they just don't have anywhere to turn. Grant Herms spoke to them today. And Grant, to call it a mess is really an understatement here.
A huge understatement, Kimberly. You know, from the outside, this house may look like it's fine, but inside the Mahomes say they are desperate. There are clear signs of mold, carpet bubbling, floors buckling, and they say now they're worried if this house is even safe to be in.
You can't live in this. It's impossible.
When the flooding came again in Detroit's Morningside neighborhood, Larry and Regina Mahomes were hit hard.
All this is new. All of this is new. You actually can see the water line, and this is still wet. That's what I was telling you. The water line is still here.
The basement they were in the process of turning into a second bedroom, completely full of water. A couch, a bed, books for Bible study, and a loved one's ashes, now sitting in the heat and humidity, molding. In the recently finished bathroom, feces still on the floor, and now bugs, which have started to migrate to other parts of the home.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Nobody's come out to help us. We called Red Cross. We called VA.
Both the Mahomes are veterans. Regina served in the Army. Larry is a Marine. Both have injuries that prevent them from cleaning out the basement themselves.
We don't know what else to do. I know this is really hurtful.
She cried.
This is hurtful.
They say they've reached out to the city, their council member, and even Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence during her visit yesterday. So far, no visits from FEMA. And when they called the city's hotline, they were told cleanup had finished. Now, they're left waiting, without any place to go, but knowing they can't stay here.
This house is unlivable. It's unlivable.
The Mahomes said that their insurance adjuster did come out, but they're only going to get a fraction of the cost of what they lost here. They're asking anybody who can spare a hand to help them out. In Detroit, Grant Herms, Local 4.
Okay, Grant. Yeah. A stretch of I-94 in Detroit and Dearborn reopens after a nearly 2-week closure due to the flooding.
Just take a look at the live pictures from Sky 4 over the eastbound lanes of the interstate this afternoon from Michigan Avenue to West Grand Boulevard. I-94 was one of multiple freeways in Metro Detroit. They closed because of the flood damage last month. The westbound lanes of I-94 reopened last week.
Take a look at pictures from Sky 4 over I-75 in Oakland County. That's where later tonight a major stretch of the freeway is going to close for the weekend. It runs from 8 Mile all the way to Square Lake Road. That's 16 miles of the highway. Our Kim DeGiulio has a look at the best way to get around it.
Good evening, everyone. We do have some construction to get around for the weekend. Southbound I-75 will close between Square Lake to 8 Mile, and the northbound lanes will close between 8 Mile to 14 Mile. So that closure starts at 11 p.m., reopening Monday morning at 5 a.m. To get around that, you can use Woodward. Also, we've got a closure on the southbound lanes of Southfield Freeway right at Michigan Avenue. That closure starts tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., wrapping up Sunday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Greenfield will be your detour there. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Yeah, if you're headed up north, head out now. Former Macomb County prosecutor Eric Smith back in court today for a hearing in the embezzlement case against him. Smith faces a state charge for embezzling $600,000. Let's get to Priya Mann, who's live tonight. And Priya, these charges are in addition to the federal charges he already pleaded guilty to.
Yeah, that's right, Jason. He's now facing 10 felonies. Prosecutors expected to call more than a dozen witnesses. Eric Smith didn't say anything to the media before facing a judge in Clinton Township. On the left, wearing a mask, Eric Smith walked into court facing charges of embezzlement and misconduct in office. The disgraced former Macomb County prosecutor today sitting at the defendant's table.
If I hear a defense being offered, it is somehow that unlike every other department in the county of Macomb, Eric Smith believed that he was a separate unit of government.
Smith is accused of embezzling $600,000 from drug and forfeiture funds. It's alleged Smith used the money to throw holiday parties, buy a home security system, and donated to his kids' school. On Friday, Macomb County officials testified about spending from 4 funds in particular between 2012 and 2018.
Did you find it suspicious?
I found it suspicious, yes.
Did you or the treasurer, in your presence, take any action?
Yes.
Smith's defense team raised numerous objections, saying the 4 funds at the center of the case weren't hidden and routinely audited.
Your Honor, when the government starts staying off the books, these funds were known, they were subject to audit year after year after year, so to keep calling them off-book accounts is a complete mischaracterization.
Now, the preliminary hearing is expected to continue next week. If convicted, Smith faces up to decades behind bars. Reporting live tonight, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
Priya, thank you. More to come here on a Friday. Here's Nick Monticelli.
A youth baseball league in Detroit that serves kids on the east side and the west side might not be able to open up next season. Why? It's about money. We'll explain.
And the ambitious plan to link 27 miles of walkable trails through Detroit's neighborhoods just got a huge boost. And here's Hank.
Having storm-related issues, battling with your landlord, the city of Detroit wants you to know there's help for you. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank. You're going to hear what the mayor has to say to those of you that may be struggling right now.